I'll wait for the recording to get started. Auspicious greetings, everyone. Welcome for today's or tonight's TBIF. Thank Buddha it is Friday, sponsored and hosted by Sipang Temple here in San Diego. Our honorable guest for today is Venerable Yu Ding. She graduated from the Buddhist College and was ordained under Venerable Master Xing in 2008 at Shi Lai Temple. She is recognized for her teaching and deep understanding of Dharma. Currently, she serves as an editor of the historic canon at Foguanshan and has been a dedicated teacher at the Buddhist College for many years. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker.
Okay, so good morning and good afternoon and good evening to everyone. Okay, I'd like to share my PowerPoint. Okay, okay. I'm Venerable Yoding. It's my honor to share with you the story of my master, Venerable Master Xing. Today, we will reflect on his life. Sometimes he has struggled times, and I will also share his extraordinary contribution to Buddhism in modern times. His history is full of boundless compassion, unwavering determination, and deep wisdom, just like an internal star that continues to shine in our hearts. Okay. So at first, I'd like to talk about the legacy of Venerable Master Xing Yun. Foguangshan Buddhist Order is represented by nearly 200 branches and departments, established in 33 countries and regions around the world. Among these, 740 are located in Taiwan, while 116 are situated in other countries. And when I show in the PowerPoint is in Berlin, in Singapore, and in France, and in American, and in Brazil, Japan, and Africa. Besides the global reach, Foguangshan operates 16 Buddhist colleges, and even Venerable Master Xing Yun, he founded 5 universities and many schools and cultural institutes globally. Besides, he also founded BLTV, Buddha's Light Television, and Maritimes and the editorial board of Buddhist Canon. Besides, Foguangshan provides various charitable services, including medical care, disaster relief, and support of all life stages. What is even more significant is that Venerable Master Xing Yun established the Buddha's Light International Association in 1991, which has at present more than 117 chapters and over 1,000 subchapters in over 117 countries and regions around the world, while total memberships is approaching 2 million. Besides talking about the legacy of accomplishment, there is no denying that Foguangshan's undertakings in the area of broadcasting and publishing have made it as an acknowledged leader in this area among all Buddhist groups. Venerable Master Xing Yun himself has always enjoyed literature and the arts. He was able to write and edit even as a young man. Over the last 50 years, the fruits of his The fruits of his literal labors have produced a rich feast. His written works comprise more than 200 categories, totaling more than 500 volumes. His writings have been adapted for the stage, television, and even the cinema. And as the internationalization of Buddhism has advanced overseas, his work have also been translated into more than 20 languages. So English is the one of the most. And Venerable Master Xing Yun has become a model for his time, a model of his time, going from the individual to the group, and from the group to the universe, and then from the universe to the ages. He has integrated within himself as the school of Buddhism, its tolerance of popular folk beliefs, and remain respect of other religions, while constantly broaden and evaluate the horizons of his mind. So, how did Venerable Master Xing Yun make such achievements? Okay, let's start from the life of Venerable Master Xing Yun. Venerable Master Xing Yun was born in Jiangdu, Jiangsu Province, China in 1927. He was born in a poor family. From childhood, he showed deep compassion. At 3 years old, he dragged a candy jar into a country yard to share with his neighborhood children. You know, during that time, it's lack of food. When he only have one candy jar, he even like to share with his friends, his neighborhood children. And besides, at 5 years old, he saved wet cheeks and nursed one with a burn big back to health. The other interesting story is that Venerable Master Xing Yun often secretly shared his meal with the family dog, despite a lack of food. He said, "People do not always need to eat, but a dog must be fed. Why? Because a dog cannot speak up and say, 'I'm hungry.'" Okay, so Venerable Master Xing Yun is full of compassion. And when Venerable Master Xing Yun found Ci Ai Kid Garden, he raised monkey and birds as a way of installing loving hearts in the children. And it's the pictures that of the Ci Ai Kid Garden. The owner of the pet shop rapidly warned Master not to give the monkey water to drink. Otherwise, the monkey will grow too quick and not be so cute anymore. But when Venerable Master Xing Yun thought about that, the discomfortable of being thirsty, he couldn't bear it. So he gave the monkey water to drink every day. Indeed, it doesn't take too long for the monkey to grow up to more than half a person's height. And when it got a little bigger, Venerable Master Xing Yun found how miserable it was being locked up in a cage all day. And so, he released monkey back into the mountain forest. And after found Foguangshan many years later, he found a good seed scholarship program. Let's see the introduce video. Okay, I will change the sharing. Okay. Because what I can found is Chinese version, so I will I already translate the introduction of this video. I will read when playing the video. Okay. Throughout Venerable Master Xing Yun's life, he never received a formal education in school. However, driven an insatiable thirst for knowledge, he taught himself to read by pick up all newspapers as a child, and continued learning through books after becoming a monk. Because of his own experience, Venerable Master Xing Yun deeply understood the hardship of those who could not receive an education. He made a vow to provide everyone with the opportunities to study. Besides Buddhist college, he established the kid garden, led a lot of kid garden, and elementary school, junior and senior high school, and 5 university. But he believed that running school alone was not enough. He often asked himself, what more I can do for you? With this aspiration, he launched the Good Seed Scholarship Program to support children from disadvantaged families so they could attend school without worry. To further his vision, he also established Venerable Master Xing Yun Education Trust Fund, ensure that education is accessible regardless of urban and rural difference. His goal was to create an endless path of learning for all children. Venerable Master Xing Yun once said, a good seedling will grow, blossom, and bear fruit in the future. 10 years from now, when you achieve success, I will rejoice for you from the bottom of my heart. Of everything I have done in my life, establishing school is what I cherish the most. Okay. So, Venerable Master Xing, he do a lot of career, do a lot of program, but he not for himself. Okay. The above example shows Master first personality trait of compassion. And now, I would like to talk about his second personality trait. Let's go back to the year when Venerable Master Xing was 12 years old. Okay. Due to the Second Sino-Japanese War, his father went out to do business, but went missing. Therefore, a few young women went hand in hand with a young boy whose steps have never taken him outside of his own town, began their journey into an uncertain future. Young find the boy endearing, casually inquired about his trees, enjoying the monastic order, to which young Xing Yun rapidly agreed. Subsequently, Abbot Zikai of Qishan Monastery offered to become his master. Upon learning of his son's decision, Venerable Master Xing Yun's mom was devastated, fearing the loss of his only son in a turbulent era. However, the determined young Xingyun, burned by his promise, pleaded with his mother to allow him to pursue his monastic aspirations. Ultimately, with tears, Venerable Master Xingyun's mother reluctantly granted her consent. Venerable Master Xingyun ordained at age 12. His life in the monastery was under material poverty, while material privation cannot be expressed in words. Then there was strict training in spiritual matters that went way beyond what most people could possibly bear. When Venerable Master Xingyun received full ordination at the age of 15, Venerable Master Xingyun had recalled this kind of memory. He said, I remember when I received full ordination at the age of 15. The preceptor asked me, had you killed any living beings? No, Venerable Master Xingyun replied quickly. Willow branches struck by preceptor. And the preceptor said, am I to understand that you haven't killed any mosquito or ants? Okay, sorry, master. Yes, I have. I had killed living beings. Willow branches struck again, because killing living beings disobey precepts. And then another preceptor come. And he asked Venerable Master Xingyun, did your master had told you to come for the ordination? Oh, master, I came on my own. The preceptor told the Venerable Master Xingyun, your master didn't tell you to come, so you decide things all on your own? That deserves punishment. Sorry, master. It was my master who told me to come. So Venerable Master Xingyun gained another willow branch struck. And the precept say that, so if he hadn't tell you to come, you wouldn't have done so. So Venerable Master Xingyun, he found instantly, okay, my master told me to come, and I also come on my own. And he get another branch stuck. And the preceptor told him that, how a slicker talker. Okay.
Venerable, sorry to interrupt. You're in the presenter view, just to let you know, instead of the slide view for your slides.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me change my sharing. Thank you to remind me.
You're welcome.
Because I'm not used to speak in English. I'm working on totally Chinese characters, Chinese literatures. So I'm super nervous. So thank you to remind me. I will continue my my sharing. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. Good. So right is 3 wax. Wrongly is 3 wax. So what is the meaning of monastery education? Okay. So there are a reasonable word and an unreasonable word. The meaning of monastery education is built up capital for his later practice of cultivation and the work of spread and spread the Dharma. Venerable Master Xun has shared his feeling about this kind of education. He said, if I was able to submit in the face of something unreasonable, so how could I not be accepted when I come upon what is reasonable in the future? In other words, this kind of training help young monk find peace in his every encounter. Let's talk about the teaching of Master Zhi Kai, Master of Yang Xingyun. Once, after inquiring into the recent condition of Venerable Master Xingyun's life, the Master Zhi Kai raised a cup of tea and said, you think that by telling me you have no money, I will just give it to you. Let me tell you clearly. If I gave you all the money, I could save from now not drinking tea. You could still not spend it all, but I will give it to you anyway. I wouldn't give it to you anyway. You may not understand right now the point of this, but someday in the future, you will come to appreciate my meaning. And on another occasion, Venerable Master Xingyun contracted malaria and was torn with alternate burn of chilly and fever, which made his life painful and miserable. But Master Xingyun still participated in the morning and evening service. Having struggling on for half a month, himself realized that perhaps he would not survive this time. News of his illness finally reached the ear of his teacher, who had someone taking him a half bowl of pickled salty vegetables, which appeared like a life-saving bowl of celestial to heal both his body and soul. Venerable Master Xingyun grouped down the pickled vegetables with tears, wearing up his eyes, have vowed to devote his body and mind to Buddhism for his lifetime, and repayment for his teacher's kindness. He fled to Taiwan in 1949 with nothing, faced hunger, rejection, even jail. When he arrived Taiwan, Venerable Master Xingyun even cannot find a place to stay. He was rejected many times, but despite the difficulties, Master did not forget his promise. So, decades later, he met his promise by bringing Buddhism to all five countries, to all five continents. The above example shows Master Xingyun's second personality strength of unwavering determination. So we can see in so many difficult times when he struggled for his life, and even when he arrived Taiwan, he never think that I will give up my monastic order. So I think that is the second point that why Venerable Master can achieve such a success. And next, I will talk about his third personality trait. As you can see in the PowerPoint, this is the picture of Fo Guangshan. but it starts with a small temple in Yilan, a city in northeast Taiwan. After Venerable Master Xing settled at Yilan Lei Temple, he found the Yilan Amitabha Recitation Society, and is that what is the situation during that time. Besides, he set up a Buddhist choir and a Dharma propagating team in 1955. During that time, he's in the age of 29. In 1957, he established the Tzu Ai Kindergarten and the Lei Temple Children's Class, a public library, a women's association, literature class of the elders, children's summer camp, and the Tzu Ai Choir. He also nurtures young Dharma propagators, encounter youth participants in Buddhist missionary work. He came up with the Buddha's birthday paradise, and near 1/3 of the residents in Yilan joined in this parade. In 1954, he led a tour to publicize the publication of the Buddhist Tripitaka. And this is Venerable Master Xing Yun. He's the leader. He often thought, what kind of method can connect traditional Buddhist principle with brand new constructed of life? Who can offer Buddhist followers insight into dependent origination without just harping about karmic retribution? Master Xing Yun has discovered that the profound of Buddhism does not lie with the abstractness of its idea, but rather with the difficulty in keeping its message in step with the time. It is not the road is so perilous, but that liberation must be delivered by adapting to changing conditions. So, Venerable Master Xing Yun, he used a lot of broadcast media, just like instructional ads, tape recorder, Buddhist youth choir, radio stations. The first ever Buddhist record in 1957, and established the Oka Records Company and Ganda Sambra Cultural Company. Even more, in 1989, he established the Buddha's Light Television. Okay, let me share one more story. Besides the skillful means to propagate Dharma, Venerable Master Xing Yun, he preached Buddha's teaching in different ways. And following up is a story told by Venerable Master Xing Yun. The story is that is told by that one day the 5 fingers of all hands were having a chat, and one of them asked, of the 5 of us, who is the leader? The thumb was the first to answer. Of course, I am the leader. Because when people give a signal of approval to what is good or bad, they will put me up and hide the rest of you in a first. That is also why a thumbs up is given to what people approve of. So, of course, I'm the leader, said the thumb proudly. The index finger was not convinced. Is if someone was to get people to attention, they didn't stick up the thumb, did they? No, they raised me. And when it comes to tasting food with finger, do they use the law of dishes for delicious taste? It used me. Without me, you would never know what good food it is. Without me, you could end up with a bad food. That is why I'm the leader. I'm the beetle to you survival. The middle finger launched and said, Look, I'm in the middle. I'm the tallest and the biggest. By virtue of my size alone, you should listen to me. And this means I should be the leader. The ring finger smiled gently. You all make good points, but your finger that when people get married, they slip the wedding ring on me. So I'm clearly the most important. I'm the one who gets all the diamond ring and jewel. This means I'm the most valuable among all of you. And that is why I'm the leader. How can you other compare? Conquered by the ring finger. The thumb and the other three fingers continue to argue. Each think they were the greatest and therefore they are the rightful leader. Okay. So later, after a while, they turned to the little finger, who had not said a word throughout the conversation. You have been awful quiet. Who do you think is the greatest among us and therefore the leader of the hand? Who do you think should be the boss? The little finger looked at them and in turn and said quietly, Well, I'm the smallest finger. Few people put rings on me, or hold me in the air, or use me to taste food. And no one used me in the gesture of approval. Also, I'm the last finger, so I will not dare to compare myself with any of you. Just the other finger glowed in satisfaction over the little finger's reply. It continued. However, when people join their palms and bow to the Buddha and the sages, I'm the coolest. Then the other finger and the thumb nod quietly and waste no more time on these questions. In life, we often see people compared to be leader. So some will point to their status, wealth, or beauty as to why they should be the leader. However, status, power, or position are not the real qualities of leadership or even necessary the sign of the best leader. What makes a person stand out as a leader is how they treat and deal with others. Do you agree with that? Did they act with patience and compassion? Do they respect and consider others? If your heart is big enough to embrace all members of your family, you can compatible of being the head of the family. If your heart is big enough to accept a city and all its people, then you have the ability to be its mayor. If your heart is big enough to carry all the people of your country, and you act with consideration and compassion for all the citizens, then you are capable becoming the president or the leader. But if your heart can accept and encompass the earth or even entire 3,000 realms, then your heart will in perfect harmony with the Buddha's heart. Okay. So this above story shows Master Xing Yun's personality streak of wisdom. What shaped Venerable Master Xing Yun, and what can we learn from his experience? And we can see his compassion burned into him as a child. His unwavering determination training as he was growing up, and his wisdom developed as an adult transformed him into a charismatic person with numerous accomplishments. His life experience tells us that compassion, unwavering determination, and wisdom are essential qualities for life success. His story full of boundless compassion, unwavering determination, and deep wisdom, a guide that country continues to shine in our hearts. Venerable Master Xing Yun, he often say, he often has this kind of wishes. He wishes that for next life to be a monk again and again. And he often say that Buddhism is not distant. It is how we live every day. Okay. So it's my introduction of of you.
Thank you, Venerable Yuding. Having some technical difficulties on my side with my internet. There we go. So this is the time for Q&A. If anybody would have any questions, you can submit them either in the chat box, or if you'd like to raise your hand or just open up your mic, we can open up for Q&A. And I'll be happy to facilitate that process. Looks like we have a question from San Diego.
Hello. Thank you, Venerable Yongdi. My question is, you said he has peace in every encounter, but what happens when he doesn't encounter peace? Getting whacked like every answer is not peaceful in my lay viewpoint. Like, how do you deal about being whacked? I mean, it's not self-compassion if you say, I deserve to whack because you don't. So like, how do we apply this in real life?
Okay, so I think it's a kind of training precision.
Being whacked, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of training that Verbal Master Xing Yun, he often told us that we should learn to be accepted by people, by others. That means that we should change our mind because everyone has our self-attachment. So we will find things make us comfortable. So that's why we will find unease when people discomfort me, right? So what I want to share that during our lifetime that maybe when we find something was not fit with our mind, or we are feel uncomfortable with people's talking, people's feedbacking, and I think that I think verbal messaging she always told us that we need to change our mind. We shouldn't think that we everyone should treat us good. So uh I'm sorry to reply like this. Thank you.
It just kind of follow up quick question, like, because you don't want to be a people pleaser either, but because you want to, make sure if some say a bad person tell you they want this way for you, you don't want to be like, okay, because that's yeah, like, so how do you find that balance? How does he find that balance? Find that.
Okay. Verbal messaging is if from his experience I share with you that is he accepted first. Yeah. And then he found that uh I think verbal messaging he has a kind of personality that it was a a, a, a student that will listen to his teacher, he listened to his master, his preceptors, so he accept all the instruction. But in our daily life, I think that we can practice to think about, should I angry with this kind of things? Should I be waving by other people's actions, words, or emotion? Or should I be the master of myself? Yeah, you should told you for my condition that when I face these kind of things, I will remind myself, uh, I don't need to be angry, and I don't need to yell back to the person who was have teeth with me. Okay, but what I can do is that I should contemplate my mind, what I'm thinking with this kind of action and words, because that is the problem that I'm care most. Yeah, we often put a lot of emphasis on ourselves, and sometimes in our, I should say, many people say, you are too fat, or you are too short, or you are too blah 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 something. Okay, so we will easily to be infected by these kind of words or actions. So when we face this kind of situation, I think at first we should told ourselves that what is the important things I should do, or what is the important things I should think. I think that is quite important rather than we directly angry with the other person. Yeah. So I hope that this kind of answer can reply your question. Thank you.
You.
Thank you. And we do have another question from the chat. And let me ask that out loud. It says, Venerable Yu Ding, thank you so much for your talk. Could you please share some of your personal interactions with Venerable Master Xing Yun? How did he help you in terms of your Buddhist cultivation?
Okay. Maybe you know that Rebel Master Xing Yun has write one stroke calligraphy, right? 一笔字 one stroke calligraphy. And when I studied in Fo University during my vacation, in summer vacation or winter vacation, I will go back to the Dharma lecture of Marble Master Xing Yun. When he started to write the one-stroke calligraphy, I will doing the service with him, and I will draw the paper for him. So there is a lot. There is also a lot of variables be with me. So some people they will take the calligraphy back to the table or put on the new paper for variable master Xingyun to write. And everyone they practice loving kindness and saying kind words to variable master Xingyun. Every time the variables they will say, "Oh, so great, master! Your writing is so good, so great." I was very shy during that time. I'm never saying any words when variable master Xingyun he wrote his calligraphy. And once when variable master Xingyun he wrote Chan, the character Chan, and I think I found that the word is really beautiful, and I was praised from my bottom of my heart, and I say, "Oh, so good, master! Your writing is so good." And then Rebel Master Xingyun he was just reply at me very very seriously. I think I'm record now, and he just say, "Oh, oh." I write for a long time. Now I can hear your price for this time. That is a good hit. I think it's a good point for me that I should say, I'm lacking the experience to price people. So I should practice more that to praise, I should say price people that people they when they do things I should speak with words to them and price them, and I think that is a good education for verbal messaging. Another story is that when we take the elevator together to from the third floor to first floor, and we enter the elevator, there is another variable. He was in a rush and say, "Hey, wait for me." And when he entered the elevator, the door just closed. The elevator's door just closed, and the variable was pushed by the door, and he feel very hurt. And everyone in the elevator, we said Amitabha. We just like we when we find something serious or we want to show our blessing, we will say Amitabha. But Bible Master Xingyun during that time, he also in the elevator. He said he was standing inside, and he said, during this time, you don't need to say Amitabha. You just push the open door that you can help the variable. Okay. So variable messaging, he always full of wisdom and to told us directly. You should not you should practice directly in your daily life, not just a kind of use the words. So I think that the two things impress me very much. So I think that I should change my I should say I should change my style or my action, my words to truly practice the Buddha Dharma. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Venerable, for that. We have another question. It was sent to me directly, but I believe it's also for the group. This comes from Leslie. It said, did Venerable Master, actually I'll copy it into the group for everybody to see.
Pardon? I cannot
yeah, I'm going to just copy. Yes, sorry. I'm going to copied into the group. So I think it was meant for everybody. And here's a question so you can also read it yourself. Did Venerable Master
Okay.
start the first celebration of Buddha's birthday outside a temple? A slide showed a parade he started in Ilan, Taiwan. That is a question.
Yeah, it's the first celebrate of Buddha birthday outside a temple. Yeah, it's true. And he start in Ilan have he hold a parade to celebrate the Buddha's birthday. And he used a lot of activity to celebrate the Buddha's birthday, like drawing pictures or have a musical performance or the paradise a parade, and sometimes he also have uh gathering and singing songs. So we have various activity to celebrate the Buddha's birthday. But when I show the pictures in Ilan, is the first time in Taiwan that have this kind of celebration. Yes, it is. Okay.
And I see that Denny is sitting at the desk, so I believe he has a question next in San Diego.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have been so impressed with the global outreach of your order, Foguanshan, and I especially was very grateful for it during COVID because we were able to stay together, globally, and your outreach is incredible, and some of the things, by the way, that weren't mentioned were the oh, excuse me. We're fixing something here. Okay. The Bodhi Light Tales, for example, those are wonderful examples, these 5-minute vignettes of the Dharma, the plays that have been put together, and the universities that was mentioned as well. At any rate, again, it was I want to say godsend, but that's a Western concept. It was a Buddha send, okay, for this global outreach. And my question, I guess, is how did that come about? Why did the Venerable Master decide that he wanted to go global, essentially? I'm very thankful for it, but something had to have spurred him on to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. I think that Venerable Master Xing he was raised this kind of idea is during 1974. That is, I'm not sure if the date is right, the year is right, but it's the second the200周年的，妙善法师可以帮我讲一下200周年的美国建国纪念日的那个时候。200周年的建国纪念日。
The America's Independence Day, the 200th anniversary. 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, during that time, Venerable Master Xing Yun he raised the idea that he should propagate Dharma in America because he found that there is a lot of people in United States of America. He think that it shouldn't be just in Asia. The Buddha's teaching should not be propagated in only the region of Asia. It should go abroad because people need Buddha's teaching for the loving kindness, for the compassion, for the equanimity. All the Buddha's teaching should be should be spread all over the world. So Venerable Master Xing he wrote the idea that he want to build a branch temple in United States. but it's a long story. But it's a long way for us to build a Chinese temple in America because it's quite difficult. So after the 60 years that now we have so many branch temple, but actually it start with when Venerable Master Xing Yun he was invited to American to join the celebration of Independence Day of American. That that is the chance. Okay.
Well, thank you, Venerable, for your
Thank you.
inspiring
Thank you.
talk.
Sorry, because I'm not used to speak English, so sometimes I cannot very speak fluently. Thank you for your patience. Okay.
And we have our final question comment for the evening.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, dear Yoding Shifu, so nice
Yeah.
to see you. This is
Nice.
Zhang Jiexing Annie from New York.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
Soko Libra High. Because before pandemic, every year we come back Hoguangshan headquarters to have a Chinese New Year 2 weeks to 3 weeks.
Yes.
We are so happy to see you again.
Yeah.
I
Nice
never
to
forgot
see you again.
we have a lunch with Yiheng Fa Shi, with you and Yo Li Fa Shi, and we are so happy. And at the time I said we want to pay, Yiheng Fa Shi refused that. He said that was Hui Shifu's invitation, and he just come. And then I feel that when I see you, suddenly I said, hey, at the time I was 傻傻的. I should say, then I will invite the Hui Shifu, our Xing Yun Shifu, Yiheng Shifu, you and Yo Li Fa Shi, and Soko Libra Hai all participate in the next lunch, right? But I didn't know how to say at the time. We just try to pay, we cannot get it. And we miss you. We meet you 3, 4 times there until now. I was so happy. Soko asked me that, do we want to join this one because thanks Buddha is Friday? I said, of course, because 2 years ago after I got the COVID, I got the long COVID. So I'm in recovery situation. And then until today, he told me that. I said, of course, we want to participate. And we are so happy to see Anna.
Thank
And
you.
so happy to see Miao Zhang Shifu, to see Sister Angelica. She always helping everyone for this class. I miss every one of you guys. Love you. When you
Thank
get back
you.
to
Thank
the
you.
headquarters,
Thank you.
send my best to Hui Shifu, Rong Shifu,
Okay.
and then our dear Yiheng Shifu and Yo Li Shifu. When I see
Okay.
you, Yo Li Shifu appear together because you guys always stay together. I miss you and thank you so much for your
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for that. And we had another last comment that just came from Rodney in Australia. Thank you, Venerable Yu Ding. Your English is easy to understand as well.
Thank you to
And,
comfort me. Okay.
and with that, Venerable Yu Ding, if you can lead us in the dedication of merits, and then
Okay.
I will do an announcement after you lead us in prayer.
So now I will sorry. Yeah, it's still okay. Okay. So now we are going to have dedication of merits. Please join our poem. We can read together. Okay. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinity to benefit all beings. May chant, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our humility and gratitude give rise to great vow. Okay. Thank you everyone. It's a nice, for me, it's a nice morning to have this kind of sharing with all of you. And thank you, Venerable Miao Zhang. She's my classmate in Buddhist college. That is why I have this kind of chance to have this sharing with you. And thank you for all the conditions. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you, Miao Ding
very
Shifu.
much,
Thank you,
Miao
Miao
Wonderful.
Zhang Shifu.
Thank
Nice
you,
to see everyone.
Wonderful
Thank
sharing.
you.
Thank
you.
you, Venerable.
dear
And we do
Xing
have
Yu,
Amitabha.
Ding Shifu.
one announcement before everybody leaves. Just let you know that on April 25th, we will have our next TBIF. The link to this registration has already been placed in the Zoom chat for you. And I can read the title for you. Vegetarianism's Impact on Environmental and Spiritual Preservation. And it would be the same as tonight, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 Pacific time. And for the lecture, it would be 7:30 to 8:30. We hope to see you again next month. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you, Angelica.
Today and joining us.
Thank you all,
Thank you for
dear
San Diego
Shifu.
Temple for
Love
hosting
you
today's
guys.
event.
Miss you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Next time.
Amitabha.
Love you. Miss
Amitabha.
you. Thank you, everyone. Good night, Amitabha.
Thank you.
Good night, best.
Bye.
Oh, dear Miao Zhang Shifu. We miss you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Have a good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Angelica.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Good night.
See, Miao Zhang Shifu is here. Come to see.